on, guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking the WWE Mattel Legends Greatest Hits wave. We have Brutus The Barber Beefcake as well as Cody Rhodes. These are exclusive to Target, as all the Legends figures. They are starting to hit stores now, and they are coming up on a, it's called a sidekick panel. If you walk towards the end of an aisle, there's like a cardboard display with a bunch of figures. Just like the last wave, that's how you'll be able to find them at your local Target for the most part. What we're seeing, I'm sure some will be on the pegs, but if you don't see them on the pegs, make sure to check the ends of those aisles, because that's kind of where they should be in their placement. Again, these are figures that I guess we've seen before, not necessarily from the Legends wave. Like Cody Rhodes, I know the criteria to fit a legend. I love Cody, but does he belong here? Does he belong in the Greatest Hits wave? I don't know. I guess this is just an extra way to get out some more figures. I've kind of redone, updated technology of figures we've gotten in the past. Again, not necessarily in the Legends wave. This set features these two, of course, as well as Red Rooster. There's Dusty Rhodes and Virgil. So slight tweaks to those figures, a little upgrades, of course. But I found these at my local Target. I was trying to get my son to go out early hunting, and he did not want to. He goes, I'm too tired. So, of course, a 3-year-old with a mouth, what is he too tired from, right? But I want to sit at home and watch TV. I went later in the day. I found the panel, the sidekick panel, and the only figures they had were Brutus. They had 2 Codys and 1 Red Rooster. These were the only 2 I was after from the set, so I was happy to find them. So I'm not totally disappointed, but I do want the Chase Cody. So there is a Cody with the all black here, which is the standard, but there's a version of him in the purple trunks, which I definitely do want to add to my collection. That's only 1 per panel is what I'm hearing. So he's going to be a little tough to find, but I will track him down. But as far as the packaging for your Legends wave, you'll see, again, it's pretty much your standard. You'll have the Greatest Hits logo up here at the top. WWE Legends logo. Again, this figure was not in the Legends wave. I don't believe Brutus was either. So criteria, again, is up in the air for these figures. But on the side, you'll see the image of both these wrestlers. Images on the other side. Taking a look at the back, you'll have the read-up for Cody Rhodes if you like to pause. Again, all the figures in the set down here. And you'll have a little readout for Brutus. I was on the fence with Dusty, but I saw a lot of pictures, and it looks like the head doesn't fit on the body. And I have the original version of that Dusty Rhodes figure. I don't want it in my collection. Red Rooster, not a fan. I need to see Virgil in hand, but I don't think I need him. I think I have him in the silver attire, and that's probably my go-to. If it wasn't for my son, maybe I would have had the Chase Cody to go with this review, but it's all good. I did get 2 of the guys I really wanted, so let's crack them out of the packaging and see what these figures are all about. So I guess I lied. I was fortunate enough to actually score the Chase, but it was after I had shot the review of these guys. So we're going to go back and do a reshoot. Huge thank you to my buddy Brian for finding the Chase figure for me and letting me know. So now I do have the Chase Cody after that whole rant about my kid not wanting to leave the house to go get him. Figure fate comes through. I have a good buddy to hook me up. So we have the Chase Cody. It is the same packaging, but you'll notice he does have the purple trunks and the black boots to go with this look. So again, the box is exactly the same, but I did want to caveat so you guys are not surprised when we jump into the Chase review. But we're going to review all these figures right now for you guys. We have Brutus the Barber Beefcake out of the packaging, so you can see all the great accessories on the figure, but he does come with a set of these scissor fingers here for the barber, of course, to give you a nice little bit of a haircut. He does have the mic open holding hands, and of course he does have his scissor in there. So the original release that we did see of this figure was a little different. I believe he had I don't know if it was like leopard or tiger stripe wristbands. You can see the pink. I think even the jacket was slightly different, but this one does have the rips in there. But I think the scissor was the same. Of course, it is removable. We'll take it out of his hands. It does have some action here to cut someone's hair off here. You can see the jacket here does look really nice. It does have the bow tie on underneath. The jacket does open here in the front, and you can remove it from the figure. I believe the head sculpt looks to be exactly the same from what I remember, so it doesn't look super updated. Kind of has that old tech to it, but you can see the head here for Brutus. Kind of like some wonky eyes. Mine does have some QC defects with some paint marks over here, but all in all, it does have a nice big head of hair. Great resemblance to Brutus. Like I said, just the applications of the face look a little wonky. The bow tie just comes off like this. So you kind of clasp on, does have the silver to it. And you'll see the double jointed arms here. He does have that Hulk Hogan torso and the big bulky arms to go with it. And the rest of the attire is just kind of the white tights that he does have on. Has some shears or some cuts to it on the side here with some frills for the pants. This does have the new boot articulation here with the white boots and the white laces. So as far as the gear, I think it is less deco. I don't remember exactly if the pants are the same, but I know instead of the neon pink, he had like the yellow kind of, I think they were tiger stripes or something like that to the figure, but it looks pretty good. Again, if you want to see the jacket off of the figure, I do like the detailing to that as well. Articulation for Brutus, the head, the hair kind of gets in the way, not much up and down, actually a little bit down, but not too much up. The arms will go fully around, they go up. You do have the bicep cut here, double jointed elbows, hands will rotate and hinge, ab crunch about there, goes about that far back, does do a 360 swivel, does the splits about there, a little stiff kicking up. You can hear that. How about the other leg? Yeah, they're stiff, man. These QC issues, his legs are driving me nuts. The thigh cut, the double jointed pin knees, so they're not too stiff, fortunately. This does have the new articulation here you'll see on the boot. So some updates to Brutus. The head could be a little better, but all in all, I do like it. I don't have that figure in my collection. I do have the Mega Maniacs Brutus, which I do want to compare with. Some Brutus the Barber Beefcake comparison. So we do have the Mega Maniacs version here from WrestleMania 9. He does have this removable mask. So if you guys want to see the head sculpt comparison versus this brand new Greatest Hits Legends figure. We also do have the Disciple. Of course, he's played so many different characters. The Zodiac, which I don't unfortunately have in my collection. Just to give you some different ideas of some different figures we've seen of Ed Leslie. But getting him out here, I also do want to, why not? We'll bring in the Hulkster. We do have a WrestleMania 9 Hulkster that I pair with this figure here, just to give you some size comparisons. We have both of our Cody Rhodes out of the packaging. Again, there's a Chase in the purple here on the right, and we have the black as far as the standard gear. Accessory-wise, they both come with the same. You will get a set of mic open holding hands for both of these figures. They both come with the same Legacy t-shirt here. It does have the Velcro on in the back. You can see how it fits on the standard Cody here versus the Chase. Again, the only difference you're going to notice is the color of the tights and the socks, which are painted purple versus the black. They both also come with the same elbow pad here, but we will compare. You can see same torso. We'll zoom in. You can get a look at the design on the tights. So you'll see the purple with the CR here, which is the Chase again. The black is the standard. You see the coloring on the socks. On the back of the figure, a little bit of a different Legacy symbol. But the rest of the figure is the same. You get the same head. Unfortunately, my Chase has a really, really loose head, which is freaking annoying. It's like, couldn't it have been the standard? It would probably easier to replace, but here is the issue now. The neck peg itself, I popped the head off to take a look, and it is really, really loose, but whatever. This is going to stay on display. It's not like I'm going to play with it, but it's just frustrating. I feel like Mattel QC, I feel like I say this every video, has just really been letting us collectors down, but it is what it is. Let's run through the articulation on this Cody to see how the rest of the figures are. So head will not really have too much up or down. Will fully rotate here. The arms will go fully around. They go up. Bicep cut, double joint elbows, hands will rotate and hinge. And if I didn't mention, he does come with the fisted hands that are on the figure itself. Not too much far back on the ab crunch, about that much far forward. There is 360 waist swivel. Let's see if he has any stiff legs. Nope. Does the splits pretty good here for Cody. Kicks up pretty good. Thigh cut. They are pinless legs and they are stiff. It's always one piece of it. Like, it's just hard to bend. You do have the boot rotation. They are both on the newer boot mold. You'll see the ankle rocker side to side. This leg, pretty good too. Let's see the Chase. He kicks up pretty good. Kicks up pretty good here. You can see him bobbing his head as we're doing it, man. But his articulation doesn't seem to be any much worse. These knees actually feel a little better. But damn, that bobblehead's it's just driving me nuts, man. Come on. But there are your two Cody Rhodes Legends figures. Some quick Cody Rhodes comparisons. So we do have an American Nightmare Elite versus these brand new Greatest Hits Legends figure. We also do have the Grotesque Cody Rhodes. This is one of my favorites that Mattel has done. Re-released with the upgrades, which is really nice. I would love to see some more of the old school Codys. Maybe a dashing Cody Rhodes or something to that nature. We also do have Stardust here, so a lot of different variations for Cody Rhodes. I'm sure we will see more, but just to give you an idea how they all stack up next to each other. One more quick comparison. Of course, we have Legacy. We need Randy Orton. I unfortunately do not have Ted DiBiase Jr., but here's an Ultimate Randy just to compare with a Legacy Cody to see how they would stack up. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of these brand new Legends Greatest Hits figure, and if you'll be looking to add them to your collection. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my YouTube channel. So let's get into it. My final thoughts on these figures. As far as Brutus goes, I really like this figure. I had the original version. I was in a transition point in collecting. I got rid of it. I forgot, do I need 2 Brutus? So I went with the WrestleMania 9 version just because it paired well in my Hogan collection, but always kind of regretted it, so kind of happy to have another opportunity to buy them. Again, some different variations where they did change it. I think this pink really does pop. I love the jacket. Head sculpt is a little outdated, but still has a great likeness to him. He got this big hair and that crazy barber look to his face. Love the shears that they also did include. So if you're looking for a Brutus, I think this is a good one to add to your collection. This is probably his definitive look. Maybe you like the original version better with the different arm straps, but I think this one will fit the bill for your collection. As far as the Cody figures go, again, I don't know if they are slotted correctly or needed within a Legends line. I know it's a very old figure. Funny story, when Cody came back and we were getting some of his American Nightmare figures, I didn't have this figure in my collection. I went back trying to find, I think it was like Elite Series 3? It was one of those very early on in the Elite series or Elite line, and this Cody was going for a lot of money, and it did not look good. I was like, I'm not about to pay a couple $100 for this figure, and honestly, it was just hard to find. I don't know if anyone had it in like good condition. Like, I don't want figures that are all beat up with missing paint, which is what I was seeing. So when they announced they were redoing this figure, I was very excited for it. Not to mention you get a Chase. Again, huge shout out to my friend Brian for helping me out and scoring this Chase figure. It's funny, I went to my local store and the shipper obviously had the Chase Cody and a bunch of Codys. I think there were 4 Codys there. There was 2 Brutus left, 2 Red Roosters, 2 Dusties, which the Dusty I'm going to pass on. I feel like the head just sits so high in the neck, it just looks awkward to me. And I have the original release, so I definitely will be passing on that. But the figure that was not there was Virgil. 2 of his figures, I think, I would assume there's 2 per that sidekick panel, and they were both gone. But so Cody should be plentiful if you want him. The Chase, again, is 1 per that panel. Is it better than the standard? I actually like the black better. The purple is really nice, and I want it, don't get me wrong. But if I had to pick one, if you needed one, I'd go with the standard version. I like the black. He looks really good with the Legacy shirt. Love the head sculpt. It just has such a great likeness to a young Cody. I will say my only complaint with this figure is the Chase and this goddamn bobblehead. It's just, I don't know, man. It drives me nuts. So it's going to be really hard to track down another to replace this one. But if I have to, my crazy OCD collecting habits may make me go that route, because I don't know, man. It's really frustrating. But let me know what you think. Do you like the purple better? Do you like the black? I mean, really, it's just the purple trunks and the socks are the only real difference. But again, it's all your preference. Again, these are Target exclusives. I did scan the barcode for Cody. Let me actually get these out of the way for you guys. I didn't put it, but there's the barcode for Cody if you want to take a screenshot. It is showing up on the Target app, but I don't think you can purchase it. So here's a tip for you guys. Scan that barcode with your Target app. And I'll show you what stores will have them in stock, because my local store said limited stock, so at least I'll help you track down who may have the sidekick panel. But that's a little tip for you guys hunting out there. Happy hunting. Hope you guys are able to score the figures you want. Again, they are exclusive at Target. Thank you for tuning in, but before you don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I will catch you all on the next video review.